This is very out of my ordinary and not something I would normally film, but tonight I wanted to explain to you why I started vlogging in the first place. Hello everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan and I have two kids, Coda and Annalie. I first started vlogging about 2 years ago when I had moved to Washington and separated from my family for the first time. And at that moment, excuse the angle, I know it's bad. So at that moment, I was going through some very bad depression, and it's not something that a lot of people really talk about, but I wanted to kind of come out here and explain who I am because I've never really done a video like this, and I just jumped straight into vlogging without ever really explaining me and who I am. So when I started vlogging, I was going through some really bad depression, and I took it as a way to try and kind of make sure that I was taking the time to appreciate spending with my family and trying to push myself to get out there more and hang out with my kids and really get out of the house and do something with myself. But the more I tried vlogging, the more I realized I was very self-conscious and didn't feel comfortable putting myself in front of the camera. And so my vlogs weren't really there. They weren't really good, I didn't feel like, and they weren't who I was, and they were so spaced out, and I wasn't consistent. And recently, and I mean, even like last summer, I stopped altogether, and I just didn't feel like I could do it. And recently, I have lost weight. I've dealt through my depression, and I decided that I was going to put myself back out there and start making these family vlogs, but not this time for the wrong reasons, this time for the good reasons. This time I decided to do it to make those memories with my children and record them so that I could look back on them in the past, so that I could look back on them in the future and say, yeah, I did that, and I loved doing that, and I enjoyed that. And maybe my vlogs aren't perfect still. They're still all over the place, and just, but I'm still learning. And I feel like the more you try, the more you put yourself out there and really work for what you want and love what you're doing, because I grew up as a theater kid, and in high school I did theater and video editing class, and those two combined, I was like, I could do this anytime. I loved it. I loved writing my own scripts and then filming them for my classes and getting to act in them, and I loved all that. And in a way, this is different because I'm not writing a script, I'm vlogging my family life. But in high school, that's what made me happy. And to think that I could do this now, but in the process get to film something that means the world to me, those memories with my children, that just makes it 10 times better. And I'm not doing this to gain subscribers and be like, oh yeah, watch my videos, watch them, you have to watch them. I'm doing this for me. And in reality, I feel like, yes, some people do it for the fame, and some people do it to get that attention. But for me, this is more than that. This is getting to make those memories with my kids. And if you see them and like them in the process, then that's wonderful. But I just wanted to come on here and sort of explain for you to get to know me. So when you're watching my videos, you get to know a little bit more about who I am and connect with me as a person. And that's what I want. I want you to understand who I am and connect with me, because I'm like all of you. I make mistakes. I suffer through depression. You know, we're all learning. It's all a learning experience. And no one person is perfect. We're all equally entwined with each other as far as, you know, things that happen to us, things that cause depression, things that cause anxiety. We're all mothers, daughters. Well, I mean, we're not all mothers and fathers yet, but we're all daughters and sons, and we've all made mistakes at some point. So I would just want you guys to connect with me and know who I am as a person, as far as why I've come on here, what made me start doing this. And like I said, when I started off, I started in a bad place. I was so depressed. I was gaining weight. I was not feeling myself. And a lot of the times editing my videos is what kind of helped me, because I would watch my children play and laugh and have fun. And that's what got me through the day. And I feel like if I don't come out here and tell my story, then nobody will truly understand that you're not alone and that we're all in this together. And I know right now is a tough time for some of you people. Some of you are dealing with more depression and anxiety. And I'm just hoping that my videos can bring a little bit of joy and peace to the world right now, in this crazy world we're living in. So if you come across this video and you feel like you can relate, then I hope you understand that you're loved and you can get through this. I'm going to sign off, and I hope that all of you have an amazing day, a great night, whenever you're watching this. I want you to know that you're loved and that you can get through anything. And with that being said, I'm going to go. So I hope that you guys can see this video and know that everything will be alright. Goodbye.